Hi everyone, welcome to today's Facebook Live event. My name is Kelsey and I have 3 recipes for you today, all program approved. I have a roasted chicken, cauliflower mashed potatoes, and roasted mushrooms in a butter thyme sauce. So I've never made a full chicken before. I took all the insides out, so you didn't have to see me do that because that would probably be embarrassing. So here I have, for ingredients, I have my chicken, thyme, some onion. It calls for 1 lemon, but I like more citrusy flavors, so I cut up 2 mushrooms, some butter, minced garlic, and cauliflower. I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit. So first I am going to stuff my chicken. I already washed my hands, so I am going to stick the thyme inside. This is a lot for me to do, but we're doing it. I hope I don't ever have to do this again, but you never know. I'm also going to stick the lemon in here as well. I'm actually going to put some lemon underneath the thyme. That works for me. Now I'm going to take my onions and stick them on each of the corners. I'm also going to take the lemons and sprinkle them in there as well. I'm also going to salt and pepper the chicken. In here, I just have a blend of avocado and olive oil. I'm just going to coat the chicken. All of these recipes are program approved, which is great. So, and this is an easy recipe to kind of set in your oven and then just cook your vegetables and not have to do a lot of worrying about it as it's cooking. It also has a little timer in here too, so that'll pop when it's done. But I'm gonna put this in the oven. That looks good to me. Maybe I'll do a little bit more pepper. I'm gonna put this in the oven for an hour and 15 minutes. Looks good, not bad for my first try. So I'll stick this in here. I'll put it for an hour and 10 and then check in on it. And this is Brady. He thinks that he's going to get some chicken, but he will not be. So now what I'm going to do is start by making my cauliflower mashed potatoes, but cauliflower mash. So I just took a head of cauliflower, cut it up. I'm gonna add it into my boiling water here. Careful to make sure it doesn't splash everywhere. Lost one. I'm gonna let this cook for a few. Probably turn it down. Easier way to do it is get a bag of cauliflower that's already cut up and put it in the microwave and steam it. I didn't see any at the grocery store. This is an easy way to do it too. So I'll let this boil and soften, then I'll take another look at it and blend it together. So for my mushrooms, in here all I just have is cut up and clean mushrooms. I'll put these all in here. I'll get my avocado oil. So I'm just going to drizzle the mushrooms and toss them just so they coat, and I'm going to roast them. Then once these are all cooked, that's when I'll make the brown butter sauce with thyme. That's what I have my butter set out here for. In the meantime, I'll do some salt and pepper. I need a little pork. I'm going to take some minced garlic. Add it to my mushrooms as well. You could always do this later as well, but I feel like this will give it a good flavor while it's roasting. This also is going in at 425. I'll check on these after about 10 minutes or so. And now I'll just wait for my cauliflower to soften. So my cauliflower is all done. I'm just going to strain it. Put it back into this bowl here. If you have a potato masher, you could definitely, I'll let it cool for a sec. If you have a potato masher, you could definitely mash it instead of using a magic bullet. But I don't have one of those, so we'll just be doing this instead. Grab a spoon. You can also do this in your food processor. I'm going to take a little bit of butter. This is going to be done in batches, but just added some butter to this. I'm actually going to add some cream as well. Cauliflower mashed potatoes can be a little bit finicky just because they can be a little bit chunky. Definitely steamy. So as you can see, this is kind of what the consistency looks like. I'm just going to keep adding this till I make all of it, and I'll check back in on my buttered mushrooms in just a few minutes. I'm going to check on my mushrooms, nice and roasted. What I'm doing now is just heating up. I did 2 tablespoons of butter. It calls for a 1/4 cup. You can do more or less depending on how many mushrooms you have. I don't have too many. This might actually make a decent amount. I also have some thyme and salt and pepper. If you make this recipe or any others, comment below and let us know how it goes. There's tons of recipes on the Awaken180 website. Also, lots of other videos from previous weeks that I've done. If you have any recipes you want to see me make, let me know. I love hearing from everyone, and I hope everything comes out well when you make it at home. Let's see, and then my chicken smells good, hasn't moved, which is good. Looks good so far. We'll see, still has about 45 minutes, maybe a little bit more to go there. Then I'll take that out. Take my mushrooms. Some my chicken isn't ready yet, I'm gonna make these, but then I'll heat them up right before. Or you probably want to do the same thing, or wait to cook your vegetables till it gets closer to being done. So the goal for this is to just kind of make this sauce into a brown butter sauce. I was impatient, so it's not going to turn brown until for a little bit of time. But what I'm going to do is add in some thyme. Some more salt and pepper, and then I'll mix this together. And I'm going to put the cover on it and let it simmer for a bit and check on it a little bit later on. And then hopefully my chicken will be cooked and ready in about 45 minutes. I'm going to check on my chicken. I ended up being, I want to say, an hour and 17 minutes. Looks great. All done. If you make this recipe or any others, please let me know, and I can't wait to see you next time.